right, today we're checking out DDG files in emergency motion and puts Haley Bailey's text messages on blast. Is she crazy or not? By Lovely TV. Now, I'll be the first one to say, now, in this whole DDG and Haley situation going back and forth, it's getting disgusting. It's getting petty. It's getting like, why are we at this point where everything's on the internet? But I guess it's 2025. Everything's on the internet. I would definitely wish that they would be able to find a way to co-parent, to keep things at least private via message you want behind closed doors. Don't let all of your don't let all of your messiest secrets out onto the internet this easy. But I'm scared. I'm scared to take a look at these messages. Like, oh man, I heard these messages get kind of messy and kind of crazy. But let's see. Right now, I'm on the side of DDG. Don't know why. It is what it is. But let's see. Let's see.
Messages between him and Holly. So they're saying this, Holly, this is proof. And these are from March 21st, 2024.
You leave me hanging.
She says, you leave me hanging as a mother. You don't step up when I need you to. Okay. She's also misspelling a lot of stuff. You can tell she's kind of frantic. She says, I'm begging you. I just found out, or you slept with Lala in Mexico.
Oh,
I'm
damn.
going to
Not
kill
Lala.
myself tonight. My son.
Let me get this off my chest. I understand it. I understand it. Not body shaming, not putting nobody on a microscope, but I'm putting Lala above Haley. It is what it is. And I'm kind of curious, is this before or after she, quote unquote, cheated on DDG? Again, do we know if she did it? Is it 100% true that she did it? No, but is this his get back, or is this him doing it back? Is his son even born at this point in time? Oof, even worse. But yeah, oh, what? I'm gonna delete myself? Whoa. How did we get there? Hold up.
Will not be around for it. I hate you forever. You can have him. Let her be his mom. Wow.
Okay. Whoa. I thought she was going somewhere different with that. When he said, my son won't be around for it. Oh yeah, I was getting the worst. I would have been knocking on her door right then and there. What you mean by that? Drop kicked her in the face and everything, taking my kid with me. But okay, she says, so she pretty much she's saying that she gonna give him the son and she gonna eliminate herself type thing. Okay. That's still crazy, so but I'll be the first one to say, I'm not surprised. A lot of women I've dealt with in the past, a lot of women that I've been friends with who have pulled this move on other guys before, I'm not surprised. Did every single time they actually mean what they writing? No. 9 times out of 10, it was like a cry for help, a cry for attention from the person trying to get an emotional reaction from. But this nigga cold. He said, I can't believe you're acting like this. So either this nigga is just used to her acting like this. No, that don't even make sense. This nigga being cold. This is a cold ass nigga. He said, I can't believe you're acting like this. Boom. Hold on. This can't get worse than this, can it?
Wow. Then he says, I can't believe you're acting like this. And she says, please take Halo. It's really weird that she's misspelling so much. That's how you know she's frantic and going through it. He says, I'm genuinely scared of you, man. I feel like you're going to kill me in my sleep one day. I'm not allowing you in my house around guns. Please just go home. I'll pick Halo up from there. She says, me and Halo are in the cold, and you won't let us in your house. Are you serious?
All right. I'm in between on that. You leaving your girl and her kid out in the cold. If this was anybody else and they actually lived together, I'd be like, damn, nigga, that's fucked up. But they probably don't live together because he just said, please go to your home and I'll pick him up from there. So she got a place. So she ain't really out in the cold. But at the same time, I would at least just take the baby from her. Like, but then again, maybe it's a whole thing. Maybe he tried that before. Maybe he lets her try to take the baby from her and she just blurs in and won't go home type energy. I've seen that before many times too. So maybe he's like, nah, I'll come pick him up so we ain't gotta deal with all this shit.
So there's definitely some stuff going on. Could he be a narcissist, gaslighting and doing all types of disgusting things behind the scenes? Possibly. Yeah. Could she just be batshit crazy? Possibly. But they're both bringing out receipts. This whole situation is just sad. People are dragging her currently on Twitter. Okay, so I'm
Oh, there's
gonna
more.
read some
Oh my
more
god.
that's popped up. This is really disturbing. So
Damn.
there's a lot of text messages.
You put your penis in her in Mexico. It's crazy. And not in Mexico. And yo, look at the look at the timestamps on these things. Like it's not even like it's literally 6:49, 6:49, 6:49. So she's sending these back to back to back to back. Not even putting any like it could just be one paragraph. Nah, nigga, we don't do paragraphs around here. But I guess he does the same thing, so I guess it ain't surprising. Is this how people text it? Like, do y'all not make full sentences and full paragraphs no more? I do a full paragraph before I ever go, I'm gonna be one more time. If you don't answer, it's over. Like, nah, I ain't doing all that. That's too much work.
So then, after she blasts him about sleeping with Lala, she goes on to say, "You put your penis inside of her in Mexico. Answer the
Crazy.
fucking phone. Answer the fucking phone. I'm gonna try one more time, and
Please.
if you don't answer, it'll be over forever. I'm not
Whoa.
playing, Daryl. That's it." Then he says, "I just want to be alone, please." She says, "I'm
Facts.
calling for help. I have a knife."
Yo,
Then she
what?
says, "I'm calling for help, but you don't care. Okay?" Then he says, "Have a knife for what?" And this is going on.
And that's what I was saying right there. She said, I'm calling for help. So she's not, hopefully, that damn crazy out of her mind that she's actually planning on hurting herself or him. I don't think she's threatening him here, but hurting herself. She's just literally making a cry, desperate plea for help because he's not answering. He's taking this very nonchalant approach. He's like, bro, I ain't got time for this. Like, be one sided. That's cold. That's cold. Is this the first time she's acted like this? I don't know. To a certain extent, oh no, 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 no. The date has changed. This is back in 2022. So the time he was dealing with her, she was already acting like this. So you get to the new message in 24. He's like, I can't believe you're acting like this. That's in 24. So she was already on this type of timing back then. So he's used to her. Oh, this is my big ass puppy. What's up, boy? What's up, boy? What you need? This nigga is so needy. I love you though. Mwah. I love you though. Don't lick me. Don't lick my face. Don't lick my face. Don't lick my face. But so she was already acting like this back then. I can only imagine how much worse over time it got. I can only imagine. All right, you gotta get your big ass down. You weigh 80 pounds. Get down. I'm like, so let's see.
In 2022. And then
That's
he
crazy.
says, "I just thought we do what I want to do today since it's Mother's Day. But if you really want to go, you can. I'll just go home and pack. Hello."
Sir.
Then he says, "If you don't come back here, I'm going to call the police. I don't want you to do something stupid. I'm going to give it 5 minutes. You have a son. I know you took my gun."
Oh,
Then
what?
he says, "The gun has no safety. Put it down. That's nothing to play with." She then
Yo, now they're bringing a gun into it. Yeah, this is the kind of situation. It's like, bro, it can go two ways. You fight harder and put your kid in danger, so you pull back. So like, hey, go home, please. I don't want to start no more fights with you. It is what it is. Or it's like, get your son up out of there ASAP because she unstable. She crazy. Now again, maybe he thinks she just talking talk because I think she just talking talk. I don't know what I don't want to call it woman talk, but it's low key woman talk, high key woman. Like now, guys, some guys do it too, but I hear a lot less from guys. It's 9 times 10 from women, so I don't know.
then in return says this: "You have ruined me and all my happiness. You hung up on me when I'm begging for help. You're the only one I used to have, and you're so focused on being famous and having money when you don't even see what's in front of you. How could you? How could you go to Mexico and be with somebody else?
That's crazy.
How could you openly talk shit about me to all your family and all the women you want to sleep with? You want to ruin me, and you succeeded."
Damn.
So she's having a spiral moment. She's
she's
having a
going
full
down
mental
the drain.
breakdown. She can't even spell properly. She's so upset.
It's kind of interesting though. Like she said that you're the only person I had. Now I know a lot of people when they go into things feel like they got nobody around them. But I wonder like, how does Chloe feel about that? Like I assume from how they usually appear in their videos that they're pretty close. And I guess they have a mom and dad. I don't know, but dang, that's kind of tough. That your only support system pulls away from you, and now it's like, what do you do? And yeah, she's clearly spiraling, crazy.
Let me show y'all some more messages.
Welcome, bye. Bye.
Then he goes on to say, this is from 2022, so this has been going on for a while.
Yeah, let's move on for
He
a
says,
minute.
the trust issues are becoming overwhelming. Maybe it's for the best that I put in too much time and effort into making you happy and to have to deal with this bullshit every other day. In your eyes, you're never wrong.
Damn.
It's frustrating and I'm over it. I'm no longer entertaining this argument. I need to work on becoming more successful like Jay-Z, like you said. Then maybe you'll take my vision of becoming a big label owner serious instead of shitting on my dreams every second you get. Damn. She says, you don't want to be with me? That's okay. I will never beg anyone. I will be successful. I don't need to be with someone who is going to demean me. You like that I'm insecure. It makes you feel good about yourself. I'm not doing this anymore. Keep your phone on airplane mode, but when I die, don't say shit. Don't come to my funeral or anything. Fuck you. Be happy that these are the last texts you'll get from me.
Well, let's be clear. They weren't the last message she got from him, or he got from her. But I love how his side of the story was. He's like, you know what? It is what it is. We good. We done. They both are clearly saying some very toxic things to each other. She's telling him that not taking him seriously about his dreams because he ain't Jay-Z. He ain't popping like that. He ain't got the motion. And apparently he's demeaning her in different ways in place of her insecurities and likes that she's insecure. I've seen some guys do that. Also seen some women who also feel the same way on that side. It's like, this sounds toxic. This is a clear place where they just should not be together, or they don't know how to communicate to each other. And it just made things worse. And things just keep spiraling because they're on the internet. So everybody gets to watch these things. Everybody that they put on a show when they go to different events. They have to put on a whole act like they're a perfect couple, and apparently they haven't been for a long ass time. That's crazy.
Now you notice when she was typing in 2022, everything is spelled more. She's talking more coherently, and everything is spelled properly. So
perfectly.
This was the beginning when they were dating, and everything was supposed to be, really happy on social media. And they're going back and forth in 2022. Then you see how she's spiraling after years of, whatever is going on with them, be it narcissistic abuse or just whatever it is. Those 2024 messages, she literally sounds like she's about to jump off of a cliff. So let's keep going.
There's more?
We're still in 2022.
There's 165 pages of this.
Be happy that these are the last texts you'll get from me. Then it says, crazy how the one person I thought I could trust and be there for me constantly proves me wrong. You are wrong.
Of course.
You know that emotionally I struggle and I have a hard time. Yet when I'm obviously going through something, you ignore me until I go crazy. You throw it in my face, my insecurities, and laugh about it. You put your phone on airplane mode and say you're not dealing with it. But when something bad happens, don't say anything, because this is my attempt. I'm begging you to listen to me.
I knew it.
Just answer your phone, to just hear me, to try and understand where I'm coming from, but you don't. And you'll regret it. You'll regret ever meeting me. Go back to the bitches that you're used to. Go back to fucking thoughts. Damn.
Damn, go back to thoughts. And he did. And he fucking did. You asked and you shall receive. He most definitely did. Like this year and the past year as well. That nigga's had so many random shawties on there who I do not know outside of India Love. And I think she's just an OnlyFans creator. I don't know what more she does. If she's more than that, whoops, my bad. If she's not even one, oops, my bad. But at this point, it's like, damn. You asked for it and he did it. Now, I am curious about just how far back does this go? Because I'm not even sure when they first started dating, when they first started messing around, but it looked like from the jump. Of course, you're going to have your ups and downs, your fights, just getting used to each other and trying to learn about each other, how to communicate with each other properly. But this is just like, this nigga legit puts his phone on airplane mode and just puts that bitch down and walks away. But at the exact same time, yo, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, about 20 messages in the span of a minute. How do you even do that? Am I tripping? Yo, that's skills. That's like 20 messages in about a minute. Oh no, about 2 minutes. About 2 minutes. That's still impressive. To be writing, you just again, what? Why don't we write paragraphs no more? Are we against paragraphs? I guess we don't mess with those.
She's going through it.
Damn. And there's more. Oh my, there's
You'll
so much
regret
more.
it. You'll regret ever meeting me. Go back to the bitches you're used to. Go back to fucking thoughts. That's what you want. You've never wanted anyone like me. You and your family hate me. Just admit it. But that's okay. Everyone does. But Poseidon, I will go and fly and be just fine in heaven without any of this, without any of you rude ass people making me feel bad about myself. And you can show these texts to whoever you want and laugh about.
Fine in heaven is wild. Like, why is she threatening to off herself in every single message? See, that's when things get toxic to me. Like, I've been there. I had an ex who was really off the deep end on those, and it's like in a situation, what do you do? Like, if you don't actually know the person well enough to know if they'll actually do it, or if they're just talking mess, at first you're gonna give in like every single time. You're not even gonna question it. You're gonna answer that phone, and as soon as they say them words, you text and call out, yo, what's going on? What are you doing? But after the third, fourth, fifth time, you know they're not gonna do it. You say fuck it, and you let it ride, because they're not gonna do it in the first place. They're trying to get your attention. So at that point, it's like, what do you do? So here it looks like he's a cold. He does not care, but you can only go through that roller coaster so many times before you're like, okay, I can't deal with this. My phone's going on silent. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him not one bit.
About it. Then she says, goodbye. He says, I was in the shower. If you want to talk,
I was in the
you
shower.
can talk
It's crazy.
to me in person. Instead of eating food without me, I've never eaten without making sure you eat first. Okay, I'm leaving. The doors are locked. You can come get Poseidon and your laptop and your stuff tomorrow. I don't know. I'm thinking Poseidon is a dog.
You gotta be a dog.
Okay. Then she says, I'm going to go home. I just want to resolve this so I can get some sleep, please. You don't ever have to talk to me again, but I can't breathe right now. This is in 2023. I'm just so stupid. This whole thing is so stupid. I just want to die. I never want to be here again. I hate all this. I hate this life. Then he says, please stop taking it to this extreme.
Facts.
She says, I'm tired of begging my only friend to help me. He says, I'm still communicating with you.
Barely, but yeah.
She says, I just thought we'd do what we wanted to do since today is Mother's Day. So this now we move to 2024. Okay. So I've read all of these. But you just see how she really starts spiraling.
Yeah, it gets worse and worse.
So by 2024, she can barely even spell as she's texting. And she's literally threatening to, off herself. This is just sad and extremely disturbing.
Now, I will say the one thing that's funny is that back in 2022, he was saying these trust issues, blah, 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 it's getting crazy. I can't be the dude you want, blah, 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 blah. And then it gets to this point in 2024 where I didn't even know they were still together for real like that, but maybe they still were. But he does just go out and cheat. So was she spiraling before? Because she just kept thinking he'll cheat, and he never did. And then he finally did later on, 2 years later. Or was the nigga cheating the whole entire time? That's the question.
She definitely sounds like she's under narcissistic attack. And the way he's replying back, super calm, is giving me the creeps. He's not asking about her well-being.
Yo, what?
It's just, he definitely poked the bear. It seems like he poked the bear until she finally snapped.
Nah, see, I ain't agreeing with that. A narcissistic attack, just because I'm not giving in to the way you're trying to call out to me, which is very toxic and very over the edge, does not mean I'm narcissistic or I'm cold. I'm just not gonna fall into the trap because I know you're not gonna do it. Like, fuck that. Completely fuck that. You can't make him a bad person in this case for those messages because he was just like, hey, talk to me in person. Because let's be very clear. What they're going through right there should not be a text message conversation. Now, maybe it's the only way she thought she could talk to him because he locked the door. He said, hey, I'm good. Let's talk later. People sometimes need time to be able to decompress and to calm down. Not everybody can just talk in the heat of the moment because some people will go off the deep end. And they may say things they're going to regret later, or they have not fully thought things through just yet, and they need time to get a clearer head. And so him wanting to get that time away from her is not necessarily a bad thing. And you're going to call him narcissistic just because he's cold and nonchalant towards the way she's going off the deep end? No, he said, talk to me in person. I'm here. I communicate with you. Talk to me in person. Because through text, she crazy right now. So I don't know how she is in person. I hope she ain't that same way, same type of threats. Because I've had exes where in text messages, they talk slick and they talk a certain way. But when we in person, oh, they a whole different person. It's so much easier to manage and to deal with what they're going through and what we're going through versus in the text messages where things are taken out of context, where they're reading things with a different inflection that I'm putting on it. So I could be just like, hey, I love you. And they're like, oh, you're just saying it sarcastically. If I say it in person, like, hey, I fucking love you. They can hear the tone of my voice and they can understand more better what my position is. That's why I agree with them. Let's talk in person. We ain't got to text about this. Y'all two rich niggas. Yo, talk in person. But yeah, anyway, that's all far as I'm about to go in this video. This Haley situation is getting out of hand. They both got all the information in the streets from him. People accusing her with cheating with Brent Fayez. That's why he was snapping on women a few years ago. Him apparently with her or India Love or whoever else. And it's like, bro, I'm glad I'm not famous. Especially not when I was younger. When I was younger, shit would have been so messy. I don't have time for it. I don't. Anyway, peace.